Hello there everyone and welcome back to Better Than Wolves. We are here in the future wolf pit, and it looks like we have a slime chunk over there, which is useful. In fact, I would say that neighboring chunk right there might be a slime chunk, which could be useful. Because we are trying to build the long-term goal of this whole thing is to build a dynamite factory. See how glitchy, that's how glitchy it gets when you try to ride those things. As you know, what he's accomplished with this, as I discussed in the comments the other day, is amazing. It's just... there's still some issues. Simple as that. And that's fine, you know. That's just part of the situation. Okay, so we're going to be working with water for the next phase, which means we need to do a little bit of redstone protection. So that's what this is for. This is going to be our little redstone don't wash away barrier. Now then, the nice thing about what we're going to do, the way I'm going to set this up, is we're not actually going to need a loop. This loop is going to be actually redundant, which means that this will be able to go away. So we'll take that away right now. It's not necessary. The cart can just come roaring off the end because it's done what it needs to do. And it's going to come down here. Now then, what we're going to do, okay, so this is the departure trigger right here. So we just need to make sure we have enough room, whoops, for the following. We might have to move it a little. In fact, I suspect that's what's going to happen. We're just going to get rid of this when it comes back down again. It's not a transport minecart anyways, so who cares? Let's see. What's the best bet? So this isn't always on. Okay, so actually the departure trigger we need is right there, so that's actually good. So we need a... that is the control line. Oh please, if this works out the way I think it's going to, this will be pretty awesome. We'll just put a hopper right there. And then what we need is the parking spot right there. All right, there we go. And we're going to have an unpowered minecart right here, or a cart track. Okay, so that's part one. Part two, if we can squeeze this into this tiny little space, that would be pretty amazing. All right, so when that is... oh, right. How are we going to do this? We are going to need... Okay, so it's going to be a little bit more complex than I had hoped, but not by a lot. It means we're going to need a block dispenser still. It's what I get for not grabbing all the tools for the job. Yeah. No, we're gonna need a block dispenser. I was hoping we could do a simpler design. We'll grab the chest for the minecart as well. Might as well make it so we can test everything. So we need the detector block to only allow... Is there anything else here I might need? No, I don't think there is. We're not, because this isn't going to be turntable based. This is going to simply be based off of if there is a minecart there, the hopper is on. And when the pulse comes, it will dispense a powered rail. So let's do it this way. Okay. So we're going to need the block dispenser we'll put right here still. Can we put it underneath? No, we can't put it underneath. That could make things go really wonky. Let's do it like that. And then on the other side, we're going to have the detector block as planned. Difference is this thing is going to be there, like that. So now the minecart and the chest that I... Okay, forget it. Derp. Easily. That's all I really care about. Although I think it will be better if we have a flat departure. Just a hunch. Because Minecraft. So the way this is going to work, now let's see. No cross-contamination? Excellent. Okay. So yes, so when a minecart is there, alright, we have some kids next door yelling. Okay. And then when this pulse comes, right into the back of the block dispenser, and that should fire it off. Oh, except we don't want it to be controlling the... We don't want it to interfere, the hopper to interfere, because the hopper will generate redstone signal if it's full. Okay, so let's go get the box that I had planned on. This is actually going a little faster than I expected. I think I'll be able to actually do the wolf pods. Of course, it's going to require some testing. I hear a zombie. I should probably find that zombie. Should probably also see how many slimes we've got around here, because knowing where the slime chunk is will be very useful going forward. There it is. Okay. That means we're also going to need... Oh, I really don't want to use our good new stone. I want the tier 1 stone. The blacks, the darker stones, I really want to use. Let's get a couple of... I'll go get some later. I got enough stone brick for the moment. Okay. Now, do I? What the heck happened to all my stone bricks? I am losing my mind here. What the heck? Well, there's some right there. I must have dropped them. Stone bricks or smooth stone is what I need right now. There's some stone brick and some slabs. And there's some stairs. I could use the stairs in a pinch. And 7 more smooth stone. Wacky. Okay, well, we won't worry about it too much right now. I'm sure there's some stone bricks sitting somewhere goofy down in the basement. Let's see, where is this thing? Oh, long ways to go. We're not waiting around for it. Let's see. See if we can hear that zombie again. If we can, we might need to do a little cave poke here. I got torches. Good. Okay. Oh, hello. Now there's part of the problem right there. Okay, well that's one spot where there could be a problem. And there's our beacon. Going down. I've seen a few slimes, so I'm suspecting that this is indeed a proper slime chunk. Which is pretty cool, because it's much more conveniently placed than the last one I found. Oh yeah, I know you're pretty excited to see me, but unfortunately, well, it's going to start raining these little guys here now. Okay, any left? If there are any, they're down in the basement, which is fine. Now, I thought I had heard... Oh, I forgot to show you the other cool thing. If this is a slime chunk, this place is amazing. I actually need an access on this side anyways. Because look what else I found. I forgot to show you this. I found this while I was digging out. It was actually already secured. One of my... So it's a slime chunk and a mob spawner. So I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to work around that, but could be useful. Oh yes, very much so. We'll make this whole area a little bit more navigable later. Our focus right now is the wolf project, but the existence of all these other features right here means we chose wisely on this for taking this chunk. Also gives me another thing I can put into the onto the here. I can run a minecart from the slime collector around to the elevator as well. Okay, so let's find out if this has been done right. Whoa, whoops. That did not work as intended. All right. So we need something that's going to stretch the pulse. We need a pulse lengthener. And that can be, let me see, that's a redstone torch acts as a, let's try that again. And we'll just trigger, oops. Whoops. All right. Trying again. This time with a override. There we go. Hey, hold on. Okay, let's try it here. Oh, hold on. Where are you getting power from? You've created an infinite loop. Yes, you have. Okay. Bad infinite loop. I'm out of repeaters again? My god, I go through those things like freaking candy. I use them all upstairs. I probably need to replace that with a... Okay. So we need an actual pulse lengthener, which means we're going to need multiple... The other option is we pull... Actually, that might work. We pull that signal around. That's actually a lengthened signal right there, instead of the pulse. That might work. So if we grab the delayed signal here, bring it up and around, like this. Again, this is stuff that isn't going to affect the wolves directly. This is indirect. So it doesn't matter if this is partly out of the chunk. And that's a really important thing about this whole project, is it's what is in the chunk matters a great deal. And knowing what's going to be in a specific chunk. Okay, and we'll take that down, down, and around. So up, 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 down, down, down. All right. My only worry is that it's going to power that right there, which would suck immensely. All right, let's do it this way. One. And that takes care of that. And that. All right, and that's back on its way up again. That's okay. We can test this without the... So by using a delayed, we're going to still want to delay it. One more tick. That should do. Well, no, actually, no, we don't want it to delay it. We want it to get there before the pulse gets there. This is the thing that sends the pulse up. Yeah. There's a couple more ticks of delay. We'll leave one of those in there. Okay, I think we're going to have to let this be a proper test. But right now that minecart would be filling, which is good. It's precisely what we want to have happening right now. Now we're just waiting for the final crowning moment of awesome. And then we can start actually planning out the next steps. So So we've got room down here for a lot more maintenance work. Maintenance on operational facilities, which is useful. So what we need now, let me think. There's the loader, so it is indeed up to the wolf cells. All right, here we go. That's actually perfect. No, it's not perfect. Shoot. Because it's going to wait as long as the cart is there. There is one solution that I can see. No. How? Okay. Hold on. We'll know for sure when it comes back, but I think what's going to happen is that this is still going to be out. So that does not work as well as we'd hoped. And we'll confirm that in just a second. I have a sneaking hunch I know what's going to happen. And the only way I think we could fix it with a T flip-flop that's controlling this thing. So the signal only comes to this every other cycle. Which we could fit that, a block dispenser based T flip-flop right in here. So that's what we'll do if this does what I think it's going to do. And it's going to do what I think it's going to do. It'll just have to be pre-coded because this is a cycling system, so yeah. See, that's exactly what I suspected was going to happen. Wow, it actually made it. Okay, so knowing that, we'll put in a block dispenser with a redstone torch and a cobblestone, and it will only get I have a better idea. I have a much better idea. It's called make a little bit more room and squeeze an AND gate in. Because we want it to trigger when there is only when there is actually already a cart here. So that means we can take this signal right here on a delay. All right, we'll get rid of this into block 1. That goes into block number 2. Just going to come around the corner right there. And the rest of the way down into block number 2. And the whole system will only receive power if and only if we say there's a cart there already. Now we need, this signal needs to be not delayed. This signal needs to be delayed. It might be better with a T flip-flop, but I think this might give us finer precision control over everything. Okay. And these guys will just run around right here. Now it might require a bit more dust, but we'll, or sorry, it may require another repeater to slow the signal. It would have to be slowing down the arrival signal, this signal right here. I mean, the other way to do it, the other way to slow down the arrival is just to make a little bit more card on this thing. We'll see. We'll see. That thing will be back in a minute, and we'll get a new test of our system. Oops. Here it comes. Oh. Right. Right. that needs to be an inverse. We need this to be on when the other one is off. Okay? That is A-okay. We're getting there. It's coming. Yeah, because this needs to be off when this signal is on. Yep, that's an AND gate. That's how AND gates work. Okay. So let's start thinking about wolf pods here. So each wolf is going to require a 3x3 cube of air. A 3x3x3 cube. And inside of that, there will be a single block the wolf is sitting on, and underneath there will be water streams pulling everything towards the center. I might be able to put a timer down here. Maybe I'd be able to fit one of the timing systems in this corner. Either that or another minecart loading system. Who knows? We'll see. Slime processing. Possibilities. But this is going to be a slime farm, I think, now. Now that I've figured out what's going on. If I can keep this wall clear, I will be able to use this, the entire 16x16 chunk minus the... Boy, it would be good if I could find a different... Okay, it made it on. That lasted way longer than is necessary. Do we need to turn it into a monostable? Maybe. That might be what we need. No, because we have the same problem with monostables. I think, okay, no. You know what? I know what's going to happen, and it's not going to help. So, no, a T flip-flop is going to be the way to go. When in doubt, go with the slightly more prone to failure, but more precise route. I might have been able to get the idea with the AND gate to work, but it's going to require just about as much fiddling and timing as a block dispenser-based inverter is going to be. So we need an off signal and an on signal. We need redstone to there and redstone there. And when that redstone when this activates, it will power the that should do it. Here it comes. So this time it should spit out a block. Yep. And activates. And then the next time it comes back, it'll spit out a torch and load the cart. Perfect. Much better. Much preferred to the alternative. Okay. So next, yes, we need to plan out the wolf system. Should really get some dirt. Well, we've got stone and a... No, we need dirt. We need something that'll we can get rid of quickly and efficiently. So a little dirt, and we'll just lay out, because what we're going to need is underneath each, we're going to build one of these today, because we need to figure out exactly how much space it's going to take up. I want to put a minimum of 4 in here. I think 4 will be enough. Did I use up my last detector? I probably did. There's so much need to know where something is here. Yep, I did use up my last detector block. Alright, well, we'll need some dirt. There's some more dirt. There's some more dirt. There's another stack of dirt. Okay, dirt. And we'll use a redstone block to stand in for a detector block right now. Because each one of these is going to have a self-contained feeding cycle. And I'm hoping... It's either that or... Okay. I have to look up wolves again. I remember in the past it used to be they pooped when they were fed, but I have this vague recollection that that may have changed. Okay. Alright, so... Input is going to come through this little column right here. We're also going to need to invest in some elevators here in a minute. Okay, so this is going to be the sluice channel right here. So let's build the first one in the most crowded corner, which is going to be this one over here with the water wheel. Let's see how much room we have. We're one off of being just fine for space, so maybe we need to plan around that. You know what I think we're going to do actually is we're going to take it out here and have two combining water streams. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so it's going to come straight in here. So this is a water channel, and we should treat it as such. Let's build it actually out of the finishing materials. So there's going to, of course, be some water stream manipulation here, but we've got lots of water to work with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, there's 1. 1, 2, 3. There's 2. Let's get some torches up here temporarily. Okay. I really didn't want to take up. Well, these are going to be pretty bulky things. Let's see. So the water stream has to be able to go over top. You know what? Let's just map that out. All right. So that is as close to the that's the water wheel right there. So if we want something to be above the water wheel, it has to be it has to be within that container. So I mean we could go one higher. Okay. Let's just think about this differently. We need to think about what we're trying to build and how we're going to squeeze it in. And more importantly, the water streams can be figured out separately. So let's do it that way. With a little redstone help here. Okay. So if we assume that... Yeah, so there's going to be signs. The water is going to be... The stream is going to be higher than that. So it's going to be sign-based. Let's see. So if we put it right above, like literally right above the water wheel, and say that this is the floor of the pod. 3 and 3. So if this, let's just say hypothetically, this is the floor of a pod right here with a wolf. This will be made out of glass. And the water will come out. Now the part that's hard here, and one of the reasons why I think I'm going to feed the wolves on a 5-minute timer instead. Yeah, so we'll squeeze a little 5-minute timer right down there, and that's what's going to feed the, maybe right above, because yeah, we don't need detector blocks. Yeah, okay, we're going to do this without detector blocks. Every 5 minutes, the system is going to dispense 1 food to each wolf. Yeah. I think that's often enough. Gonna have to get rid of that lava lake. Okay. So thinking about this carefully. That means we don't have to worry about detector blocks, which means we don't have to worry about water streams. Not having to worry about water streams means that actually making this whole system work is a lot easier. So the water's going to come out there, drop down into the trench for the first delivery. And that's going to be up by 1 further here. Again, just to make the whole process or the whole design a little bit easier. So there's a sluice right there. Let's get out everything we don't need. Do not need you, do not need you, and don't need you. Okay. I need to make this easier to read. I'm already sensing a problem that it's going to be a morass of stone bricks. So unless I build out of a couple different materials, this is going to be hard. So let's see. We need inexpensive materials. Let's get some sandstone. We got tons of sandstone back at the base. And we do need something that will distinguish. Yeah, we're going to do... Let's put our water streams in... Oh, no, wait, we want to use wood sluices. Sluice work will be in wood. Animal and creature, and more importantly, it will be wood... Cut wood. Panels. Okay, I'm going to have to prep that in the next episode. But we're going to build the sluice channels out of panels and molding, which I will go cut or retrieve some of right now. And in the next episode, we will indeed build the wolf cubes. I'll get the materials together that I'm going to need to make that actually happen. And I will see you in the next episode. Bye for now.